MrSavage, known for his insane mechanics and unmatched game sense.
Hope you have a good
On the west wing.
Oh my god!
He is one of the best Fortnite pros out there, but have you ever wondered to yourself, what settings does he use to stay at the very top of the game? Well boys, in this video I'm going to be breaking down MrSavage's exact settings, everything from his sensitivity to some of his keybinds which make him absolutely best at the game, and even some of his secret settings that not many people know, like his movement settings, a massive factor on how you play Fortnite. Well boys, I hope you do enjoy this video, and if you do, please do leave a like and subscribe and watch all the way through to make sure you don't miss anything, as this video is crazy. Now boys, up first, I'm not going to go too deep into this, but this will shock you. His display settings. What windowed mode is he playing? He is playing windowed full screen. Now I tell you guys over and over again, do not play windowed full screen, always play full screen, never windowed. Now why is MrSavage playing windowed full screen? He is only playing it because he uses a custom crosshair. If you use a custom crosshair, for example Crosshair X, you cannot play full screen, and if you do, you're not able to see the custom crosshair. Now, you might be thinking, why does he use a custom crosshair? Firstly, he is paid by Crosshair X to use it on his streams. That's one reason. The second reason is that in his mind, he believes that the custom crosshair gives him better aim than the normal crosshair. Of course, you're not going to be able to reduce bloom, this and that, anything from that. For some people, it's a complete placebo, but for MrSavage it does improve his aim, and we can see that in his gameplay. That is why he's using windowed full screen. If you're not using a custom crosshair, make sure you're not doing this and use full screen. Also, for his resolution, we all know MrSavage plays native 1920 by 1080. This season of Fortnite, not many people are playing stretched resolution, and if you know any pros that are doing it, comment down below, as I'm really not sure. But that's his display settings. Now for another most important settings, his graphic settings. Brightness 100%. In my opinion, obviously MrSavage is better than I'll ever be, but he should be playing 150%. Why? Because when people are in the shadows and you're on 100%, sometimes, very sometimes, you won't be able to see them. With 100%, you can guarantee that you're going to see them. Also, his colorblind mode. He's on Triton rope, which is very surprising. Not many people are playing colorblind mode this season, but MrSavage Triton rope, colorblind strength as well. This is going to also shock you, of 8. 8 colorblind strength is super heavy. That is a lot. That does not look like your normal game. Why does he do this? Because for some colorblind settings, when you're outside of zone looking into zone, so looking into the storm, somehow, for some reason, it is much more clearer. This is not for all colorblind settings, and most seasons this does also change. So last season, for example, let's say it's Triton rope. This season, let's say it's Triton rope. That's why MrSavage is experimenting with it. I'm not sure if he'll stick to it, but most of you watching this video, do switch to Triton rope strength 8, see how you like it. If not, just switch back. Now boys, I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to tell you exactly what his aiming sensitivity is. Most of you watching this video are literally just here for his aiming sensitivity, and he's not really playing a normal sensitivity, which most pros do. For his DPI, remember 800 DPI. Every single pro that I've done a video on has played 800. No one has been above, no one has been below. If you're not playing 800, make sure you do if you want to copy these settings. His polling rate in hertz, 1000 hertz, quite average. We can see Poyo, Peterbot, they're playing on 4000 just because his mice lets them. MrSavage is using the Logitech G Pro Superlight, which only goes up to 1000 hertz. That's what he's doing. I recommend all of you watching this video as well, download the software of your mouse. So if you have Razer, download Razer mouse software. Logitech, obviously same thing, and put the hertz polling rate up to the maximum you can, most likely around 1000. But his X and Y axis sensitivity 9.7, 9.7, tiny bit faster than what other pros are playing. The average in my opinion is 7. Below 7 is quite slow, above 7 is quite fast. Almost 10 is very fast in my opinion. Let me know if you guys like this sensitivity. But his targeting and scope sensitivity he has as the same, 49%. Why he has it the same? Just because his muscle memory can get used to it super fast. When he's got a sniper and then he wants to change to his AR, it's exactly the same sensitivity, not different at all. I recommend, even if you're not playing the same sensors as him, make sure your targeting and scope is exactly the same. Building and editing, of course, exactly the same as well, 100%, 100%. Do not play anything different from 100%. You need it to be exactly the same as your X and Y sensitivity to make sure your muscle memory is also perfect with it. Now, a massive factor on how you actually play Fortnite is your 3D movement settings. One pro does not use 3D movement settings, and that is the only pro. Peterbot does not. Every single other pro does use 3D movement settings, so I recommend you guys watching this video do also use it. MrSavage does have it on. Forward diagonal angle 75, strafe angle 90, backward diagonal angle on 135. The most basic 3D movement settings that every single pro is using, but there is a reason every single pro is using it, because it is so good. Whilst your mouse and keyboard trying to run right, you are literally able to run right, look forward and build in front of you at the same time. It is so good. You really need to give this a go. Now boys, I'm going to show you some window tweaks on how MrSavage has such good ping, and you're probably thinking, oh, Savage lives right next to the servers, this and that. Boys, he doesn't even live that close to the servers, so make sure you follow along quite closely, as these are Savage's settings that actually got my ping so much lower. So go onto the search bar, search control panel will pop up, click onto control panel, go onto network and internet, network and sharing center, click onto that. Now you might see right here connections. For me it says Ethernet. Even if you're playing wireless, by the way boys, obviously it won't say Ethernet if you're playing wireless. You can still do these settings and click that hyperlink. Now once you have clicked the hyperlink just like that, one thing you want to do, go onto properties, then look at Internet Protocol version 4. I know you guys are probably going to be thinking, oh, you're going to tell us to change your DNS server. I'm not going to tell you to do that in this video, of course. I've made so many videos on that. What I want you to do, go on to configure right there. This will pop up a new page. Now go on to advanced, and these are the settings that you guys have to change, and I know most of you have not changed these settings. I didn't up until the very day, and these are so important. Of course, I'm not going to talk through every setting. I'm just going to click through it just like this. Of course, if I talk through every setting, boys, we're literally going to be here for 20, 30, 40 minutes. It is crazy, but trust me, these settings do work. They're absolutely crazy. My ping went from about 1820 to now like 7, 8. It is really good. And of course, once you do copy these settings, do remember when you apply it, your Wi-Fi won't work for a couple seconds. Once you have copied those, you will have to pause at some points. That's completely fine. Click on OK, apply, and then close this. Once you have, remember your Wi-Fi will definitely cut out for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. If it does not come back online, which is a very rare case, about 1% chance of this happening, literally restart your PC, then it'll be completely fine. But again, for 30 seconds your Wi-Fi won't be working. It will just be adjusting to all of these new settings that you've done. Once you've done that, you can click on close, go onto Fortnite and check your ping, and it should be a bit lower, which is always a win. Now boys, for just this last part of the video, I'm going to quickly show you what services to disable. 3 easy services that you need to disable, which every single pro in Fortnite does. Make sure on your desktop, right click on the bottom, go into task manager. Once you're on here, go onto services, and if you don't know what these are, this is literally every single app that is on right now. So every single one that says running, just like this. App info, I don't even know what this is, for example. Or another one, capture service, that's also running. They're just running on the background, causing strain on your CPU. Some of them, of course, they have to be running, can't do anything about it. These 3, you don't need to be running. So go on the scroll, get it all the way down, literally scroll all the way down. For most of you, it will be here. All of the Xbox ones, Xbox Auth Manager, Xbox Game Save, Xbox Skip, Xbox Net, all of those, you can disable every single one. For me, I do not use any Xbox apps. These are on in the background, causing the most processes being used. In other words, most strain on your CPU. So click onto one, then literally press stop. Go onto the other one, stop. Go onto the other one, stop. Go onto the other one and stop. Once you've done those 4, you will have to restart your PC, and if it does not work and it starts up again, you'll have to go onto it, go onto properties and stop it from there. But for most of you, it will stop right there. That is completely fine to do. Once you have done that, that is the end of this video. I hope you did enjoy, and I hope you do copy most of MrSavage's settings. Please do remember to leave a like and a sub as well.